I'm here to discuss Jessica Mulroney, Meghan's former BFF, 100% Markled, by the way. Now, I want to start off by saying that divorce and separation are horrible, and I'm so sorry for Jessica's children.
So it seems Meghan is facing another hit as her former close friend, Canadian stylist and socialite Jessica Mulroney has turned away from her, and those close to Jessica say she now wishes she had never been friends with Meghan, sharing these feelings openly while dealing with the painful end of her marriage, making it both harsh in timing and heavy in impact.
Jessica was part of the fiasco that allegedly made Princess Catherine cry around Meghan's tacky wedding. If the rumors are true, shame on you. Team Catherine. If they're not true, I will be your loudest defender. Just reach out to me and let me know what the truth is. But back to the being Markled of it all. News broke this week that Meghan's ex-best friend, Jessica Mulroney, split from her husband, Ben, after 16 years of marriage.
Once again, Meghan finds herself in the middle of a storm as Jessica, who once walked beside her on one of the biggest days of her life, is now carefully stepping back, and sources say she feels the chaos of the Sussex saga and Meghan's distant attitude after fame played a role in the troubles of her own world, turning what was once a close bond into something marked by silence, regret, and a very public goodbye.
Meghan's friendship with the pair definitely came with some perks, like relevance. At the height of her friendship with the Mulroneys, Meghan was still calling paparazzi, begging them to catch her outside of her yoga studio. According to Page 6, Jessica is no longer wearing her wedding ring. And
it's crazy to think that Jessica Mulroney, who once was Meghan's closest friend, helped with her style and even the royal wedding, now regrets ever being close to her. And this was no quiet secret. She said it loud to friends at a big Toronto wedding full of stars like LeBron James and Drake, showing up alone without her husband Ben and with Meghan, nowhere around, turning what was once a strong friendship into a clear and final goodbye.
Most resentful of Jessica because her star began to rise after the royal wedding, despite Jessica already being so well connected thanks to her husband and his family that had previously opened multiple.
People close to both Meghan and Jessica say the friendship ended the moment Meghan walked away, and Jessica has stopped trying to keep Meghan's image safe. After being quiet for so long, she is finally speaking her truth, and Meghan is said to be angry not just because of the betrayal, but also because she lost control over the story. And back in 2020, Jessica faced a big public backlash after a famous online race row with influencer Sasha exit, and the reaction was fast and very harsh.
Meghan Markle, she became jealous, is what I understand. Or what does Maureen Callahan always say? Maureen Callahan always says, like, it's my opinion. Or she says something cute. A source told...
Everyone went crazy with headlines. Social media got nasty and brands quickly pulled away. And what did Meghan do? Nothing at all. Even though they were friends for 10 years, Meghan just cut her off without saying a word. No support, no defense, just total silence. The same person who talks about loyalty, kindness, and lifting women up left her best friend hanging when she needed help the most. And to make it worse, Jessica's husband Ben even quit his TV job to stand by her. But Meghan just vanished, letting Jessica face all the hate while keeping her own public image safe.
Page 6, Jessica was upset that she couldn't get a job after Meghan dumped her. She's become a toxic socialite. However, others shared real sympathy for the stylist and revealed at one point that she was...
It's clear that when Meghan needed to show loyalty, she just disappeared. And now Jessica is finished standing up for someone who only cared about herself. What was once a proud time for Jessica being so close to Meghan and Harry at their 2018 wedding has turned into a symbol of regret, because people close to Jessica say that wedding was the start of trouble for her peace and job. Her family suddenly became famous, and her kids were treated like royal showpieces when they never wanted that kind of attention.
To quit his job to support her. Ben told a friend, at the time, I would wake up and Jess wouldn't be in bed and my mind would go to the worst place. But
You would think Jessica's name being caught in a big media storm would bring people closer, but instead she said Meghan gave her zero help and it was all about Meghan. One insider even said Meghan didn't care about how the attention hurt others. This pressure broke down Jessica's brand, her marriage, and her mind. And the worst part is the person who put her in the spotlight just walked away when things got tough. And Jessica is just the latest friend Meghan has pushed away. There are many before her, like Naki, Pretty Meghan's childhood best friend who disappeared too. It's clear Meghan quietly cuts off people like her old yoga buddy Heather Doro, and even pushes away family like her dad and half-siblings. Insiders say Meghan only keeps people close while they help her, then drops them when they stop being useful or when drama hits. Jessica was there through Meghan becoming royal, gaining fame, and starting Archewell. But when Jessica's name got dirty, Meghan left her behind like she was nothing. Critics say this shows Meghan cares more about image than loyalty. And now, with Jessica turning away, all eyes are on Meghan again for failing to keep true friends, even those who helped her the most. And if Meghan ever needed to show support, it was now.
These two are clearly not friends anymore. It's Jessica's face on the phone when Meghan is conveniently recording her own engagement, or should I say second engagement, but Jessica is nowhere to be seen elsewhere.
It's hard to believe, but Jessica Mulroney is now separated from her husband Ben. And even though the split has been quiet, she confirmed it at a fancy wedding in Toronto, showing up alone with lawyers already involved. And this was the kind of moment when a true friend would reach out. But Meghan stayed silent. No message, no call, no comfort from her or her team, even after all their years together. And that silence says more than any interview or podcast it proves. If someone else's pain does not help her image, Meghan just ignores it for Jessica. That was the breaking point. So here we are with 5 clear truths, 5 tough betrayals, and 1 friendship shattered that shows everything. It's wild how Jessica Mulroney didn't just walk away from Meghan. She did it loud and proud with no fear, because sometimes truth needs to shout louder than silence. Meghan might wear a famous crown, but she's losing real connections and the world is watching her fall apart, friend by friend. We see how Jessica turning her back is hurting Meghan's spot in high society, how her loyalty is just for show, and why this mess might finally force Meghan to face what she always runs from: accountability. Jessica's life fell apart in public, with her marriage breaking down, secret betrayals, and emotional pain. But what hurt the most wasn't silence from her soon-to-be ex. It was the cold quiet from Meghan, the woman Jessica once called sister. Insiders say when Jessica needed her, Meghan was gone. No texts, no calls, no signs of support. The same woman whose wedding Jessica helped plan and whose image she fought for just disappeared when trouble hit, showing Meghan's friendships end fast when they stop serving her image. It's really clear that Meghan is not the first friend she has left behind, and she definitely won't be the last. Even though she talks a lot about kindness and caring on big stages, the way she dropped Jessica when she was going through a hard time shows she mostly cares about herself and not others. Many of Jessica's friends say their friendship quietly started to fall apart right after the royal wedding in 2018. A Canadian insider shared that whole event put huge pressure on Jessica because Meghan was very demanding, and Jessica had to deal with big egos, security teams, and all the royal rules and drama. It was total chaos, but Jessica managed it like a true professional. Insiders also say that behind the scenes, Jessica was feeling very overwhelmed, and the way Meghan kept strict control over every little thing, like dresses, flowers, and camera angles, only made the tensions worse, deep down making the friendship even more fragile than people knew before. After the royal wedding was done and Meghan was deep in the royal world, her focus changed. Jessica was no longer her go-to stylist or close friend. She became part of her past. Meghan wanted to move past her like many people around her. Jessica had an expiration date. Things fell apart fast in 2020 when Jessica got caught in a race drama online with blogger Sasha Exit. And what shocked people most wasn't just how fast Jessica's reputation crashed, but how sharply Meghan reacted instead of supporting Jessica privately or publicly. Meghan cut her off completely. Insiders say Meghan was mad that Jessica got in race trouble while she was trying to build a brand about race and justice. The betrayal was quick and harsh. Jessica was pushed out. Many saw this as Meghan protecting only herself in Hollywood, and royal circles staying quiet can say more than words, and Meghan's silence was super loud. Jessica's experience fits right into a pattern that many people who have been close to Meghan have seen before, whether it's palace helpers, Hollywood friends, her own father, or even old co-stars. When someone stops being useful or becomes a problem, Meghan doesn't hesitate to make a clean break. It's a careful plan, it's very efficient, and it's cold. Jessica, who once styled Meghan to look perfect on the red carpet, is now just one more name on a long list of friends and allies Meghan has discarded. Critics say Meghan doesn't really build true relationships. She builds stepping stones people she can use to get where she wants. Jessica played a big role in helping Meghan become popular in North America. She connected her with high-class Canadian social circles and even boosted her image during the early days of her romance with Harry. But once Meghan crossed over into global fame, Jessica's usefulness ran out, and that's how Meghan's inner circle works. It's all about what people can do for her, not about real friendship or loyalty at all. It's really clear now that loyalty that lasts forever is never something you can count on. Any hopes that Meghan and Jessica might fix things and be friends again were completely crushed by Jessica's own recent words. She told a close friend that she regrets ever being friends with Meghan, and these words quickly spread all over Canadian and British media. People say it's not about bitterness, but about seeing the truth. Jessica finally realized she was never truly Meghan's friend. The way she thought she was just a ladder, someone to help Meghan climb up a stylist and someone useful to her. And now, with her marriage falling apart and her life getting messy, Meghan's absence is not just painful, it reveals a lot about her character. Jessica is moving on openly and publicly, but what this really shows is a warning to anyone who gets too close to Meghan when trouble comes. Don't expect any help from her. Expect the door to shut fast, quietly, and forever without a second thought. If you're all about getting the freshest and juiciest stories from the world of celebs and want to stay ahead of every scandal, secret, and surprise, then you definitely need to hit that subscribe button right now and become part of the Taylor Tells All family, where we don't hold back and spill all the hottest tea every single day. So don't miss a single update or juicy detail. Make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you're always the first to know what's really going on with your favorite stars. Join Taylor Tells All today, and let's keep the gossip flowing.